CHICKEN. Use the code chicken in the shop. CHICKEN.
Guys, the Chicken's here. We're back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we got a loaded one for you. We are packed full of tips and tricks to help you guys progress in Season 23. Guys, you do find these videos helpful. I do appreciate it if you throw the code CHICKEN in the shop. We actually just did our giveaway announcement yesterday on Discord. So if you missed that, make sure to join the Discord server. The link to that is in the video description. So here's where we're at. Also, big shout out to Grenz for beating me with 4 engines, and also to Hugo, who is like a former top 5 or something player, which was pretty crazy. So first things first, this base, this is the base that you guys want to be running. This is called the, I call it the Falcon Base. It's for my buddy Falcor, who we'll see in the comments, I'm sure. He gave it to me, and literally as soon as I switched to this base, I went from mid 16 to just on the cusp of 18 all day. I was right there, and we haven't been able to make the plunge into 18 just yet, but we're holding pretty steady. I think we're about top 300 in the world, something like that. Number 8 in Canada, which is cool. And I'm not going to scroll through the leaderboard because that always takes forever, but we're doing good. We're doing good. So here's the crossroads we were at today. Now, I'm going to go over kind of this whole beginning part of the tech tree now that we really know what's good and what's not good, and I'm just going to lay everything out for you guys. The biggest thing was getting cannons, getting the extra cannons, and the building damage helped a little bit, but we were at a little bit of a crossroads. So let's back things up a little bit here. Now, if you haven't already, your first goal is just to get to heavies. Get to heavies, get them unlocked. You know, grab the mortars here because we have to unlock this multi-node. And, you know, don't grab smoke. That was a mistake. Stay true to the path on the way to heavies. That's all you need to focus on at first. From there, we want to skip cannons for the time being. We want to get ourselves shock mines. Then we want to just run forward. Now, I'm going to recommend for most people to get brick. Say if you're struggling on offense, the guys that don't need brick, they can rely on two things basically. They can rely on attack skill, because there are some attacks that work without brick, but they're just very hard to pull off. It's like heavy rush, and then you would need to get smoke if you're not going to get brick. So for most people, I'm going to say to get brick. Okay, we're using her now. She's great. Later on, are we going to need her? Maybe not. So that's why I didn't say right out of the gates to get her, because it looks like Kavan is going to be the hero towards the end of the season. So, you know, she's very expensive. But for right now, brick is good. And then from there, we just want to get to 4 engines and building health. So that's as simple as I can make it. And, you know, coming out of the gates, it's always hard to say what's exactly going to be perfect and what's not. But yeah, I would grab cannons before we go to 4 ER. So I would actually get cannons right after troop damage. I get troop damage, then I'm going back to get cannons, because those guys really, really help me out. Medikits are nice. They're nice to have if, you know, we're using Zookas. Building damage is good. We want to use our tokens elsewhere for right now, but pour the extra stuff into building damage. So hope that helps you guys get straightened out. Now, here's the base that we want to use. I don't have a prototype. I don't have the next prototype. That's something we can talk about as well. So if you're at a crossroads right here, get the Flotsam cannon if you can't get cannons and max them out right away. So if you can unlock either if you can either unlock this prototype or cannons, only do cannons if you can max them out, because until you max them out, if you can only get them tick 3, maybe tick 4, it's okay, but if you can only get them to tick 3, just wait. You know, save your tokens. The prototypes don't cost anything in terms of upgrade tokens. So get yourself a Flotsam cannon, then go back and get cannons. Once you have cannons, we want to switch to the Shock Blaster. That's what everyone's going to be running. Now, on this base, the Shock Blaster is going to go right behind this cannon here. And, yeah, that's what we're going to do to get ourselves in the best possible position to succeed for, you know, most people. And that's going to help pretty well all you guys out. So I got to show the Hugo Attack. Now this was obviously me going in on him. So I'm going to show you guys the attack. Now it's very straightforward. It's like, I love it. It's a copy paste attack. You can just do it. So we put down, I'm using 5 boats of heavies, 3 boats of Zookas, and Iron Will with brick. So we put down 3 boats of heavies first, 3 Zookas behind those heavies. Let them take the first 2 to 3 buildings. Then we put one boat of heavies over here, and then we delay drop another boat of heavies over here. The reason we do this is we delay drop this boat in hopes that they walk the corner and take out those mines. Sometimes they all do it together. Sometimes it doesn't make a difference, but it's nice to delay drop them a bit too, so then you have the full coverage of the heavies walking up the sides of them, because these bases are kind of designed to pull your troops into weird ways. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead, we're going to pop that iron will as soon as we're coming into areas with a lot of mines, and we're going to keep iron will up as we walk over mines, as Zukas come into range of either machine guns or flamethrowers. I actually shocked the prototype right there just because it kept getting in the way. So you see right there, I popped the iron will just because the Zukas are about to go over that those two groups of mines. Two mines will wipe out the Zukas even with the troop health, but you can see with the iron will loaded up, it barely takes out a quarter of their health. So yeah, and then versus not having the iron will, they almost all died right there. So we can skip through this a little bit faster so we can get into some live hits here. But this is basically the strategy. This is the idea. This is what we've been using. And essentially all we're going to do in the next day or so is we're going to add a shock blaster to this. And then we're going to go ahead and dive into 4 ERs. Now, I want to show you guys something as well. I went up against Grenz 101, who had 4 engines. And I want to show you this. I wasn't sure how to hit this. So I went in with 4-4 and Battle Lords, and I was like, okay, maybe I can get a crazy time here. Maybe he skipped out on some defenses or something like that. I wiped out on my attack, but he actually wiped out on my base. So if I had just played it slow and controlled, I probably would have beat him. Just saying that to help you guys out. If you see 4 ER, just take it slow, take down the base, and you'll probably be okay. All right, now let's dive into some live hits here. Oh, let's see what we can cook up. I think we might do okay. I don't know. It's kind of up in the air. I think we're at a really good tech point, so it's kind of been back and forth all day. It's been like until I switched to Falcor's base. I was really struggling this morning. I went all the way down to I almost lost. I almost came out of gold rank. So you see right here, we're gonna do the same thing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We throw Brick in behind just to keep her in line with all the Zukas. That's basically her only objective, just to stay with the Zooks. So we're gonna go 1 building, 2 building, take the heavies down over there, and then put these ones over here. And we're just gonna let them fan out how they would. And then once we get up to that corner, we'll probably use the first iron will, because the troops will all get kind of clustered here. So what I like to do on these bases is I'll use the iron will now, and I'm also gonna shock right here, just because that mortar, you can see right there, it likes to peg the Zukas coming around the corner. It's really easy for it to hit those. So we're going to hit another iron will now just because all our troops are right on top of each other. Seems like a good time to use it. And we'll use it right now because these Zukas are about to walk over these 3 mines right here. So look at the damage those mines do when iron will is activated. Not that much. Alright, let's keep going, keep going, keep going. He's got us down to 1 really quickly. I find that happens a lot in this base. They get us down to 1 and then it takes them forever, or they don't, or they fizzle in getting all 3. So we're not going to panic right now. I'm actually not going to use iron will either. So I'm going to save my GBE for a big rush at the very end. Bit of a slow hit. This one could have gone better for sure. But basically what all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to shock and I'm going to flare directly onto the engine. So a little bit early on that one. Yeah, that wasn't the greatest hit. And now we can shock over here. 2. Yeah, man, that was really slow. So times, we want to be in the 240 range. Not sure what happened there. I think we just didn't get a good, the troops didn't fan out really well. So that kind of sucks. But let's try one more. Let's try one more. Try one more before we sign out. But yeah, that's the idea. Sometimes you can reflare, but I find when you get into a lot of reflaring, it gets a little bit risky, but, you know. And like I said, the bases are designed to kind of pull your troops into weird ways and make the Zukas walk over mines and stuff. So, yeah. Yeah. All right, we got an 18 here. Oh, nice. We got a 4 engine. All right, so here we go. Let's see if we can do this. Okay. I'm actually going to go straight at this guy. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Brick right up the gut. And let's see what happens here. This is going to be interesting. Because I don't know, like I said before, you know, we want to just take it slow and controlled, but we don't want to be too relaxed, because obviously he's got an advantage, being that it's going to, you know, I got to go through 4 engines. He might even have building health. I didn't check. So let's see what happens here. Let's go with that first iron will right there. Now I don't really have anything that's really gonna help us out. I got shocks, which is okay. Let's go with another iron will up here. I want to kind of save my GBA as we get to the back. That's when I'm going to need most of the shocks and everything. For right now, we're kind of just building our way up through the base. What I could do here is we could actually do like a crazy Hail Mary once we get through all these mines. Because he doesn't have a lot of splash damage. He does have the mines in kind of an awkward spot for us to walk through. But I think let's just play it safe. Let's just play it safe. At least till we get up to the very end. Okay, I'm going to shock that blaster. And, alright, let's see what's going to happen here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, okay, okay. Come on, guys, come on. Okay, okay, okay. I probably should have saved enough to shock that flamethrower, but it's alright. Boom, 215. Are we able to hold on? 215. Always a 230. We got him, guys. We got him. So slow and control. That's exactly what we want to do. We should get some pretty decent stars for that one since he was a rank higher than us. But we'll take it, man. We'll take it. That's the Falcon Base. I'm telling you guys. It's good. It's strong. That's what we want to be using right now. So 12 stars. 12 stars. We'll take that all the way to the bank. And yeah, there it is. Guys, as always, appreciate you watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for everything that is Warships. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. And we'll see you next one, guys. Checking out.